Yes, you can plan a ton of content all in one day. In this video, I'm going to share 5 simple tips for how you can plan out a ton of content in one day, even a year's worth of content in one day. Tip number 1, if you're going to plan out a ton of content, you've got to set aside a day. You can't just have 5 minutes here, 5 minutes here. You're going to put your out of office on. You're going to prep ahead of time to know that's going to be your day, or you are going to plan. Or can I hop on a quick call? It'll just be quick. Or hey, do you want to meet for coffee? You're going to say, oh, thank you so much, but I'm not available. Okay. So you're going to have to say no to a few folks. You're going to set aside time. And ideally, you're going to do so in a place that's maybe distraction free. So if that's your home, great. If that's not, maybe it's a library or your office or somewhere where you can be distraction free. You're going to put your out of office on and ideally put your do not disturb so you're not distracted by dings and pings. Tip number 2, you're going to do a huge brainstorm. There's nothing at all off the table when you're doing a brainstorm. A couple things to consider. I want you to think back to who you have worked with in this past year. If you are a realtor, if you're an entrepreneur, who are some of the people that you work with that you have loved to work with? Like those people that call you and email you and you're just like, these people are awesome. These are my people. Who are those people? How does that content attract more of those type of people? Were there certain questions or pain points or topics that came up that you could address that would attract more of those type of people? You don't have to be all things to all people. Think about all the different areas of expertise that you have, especially the areas of expertise that you love talking about, and do a huge brainstorm. You can do this on a piece of paper, a notepad, online, but keep it simple and don't delete things. The next step is I want you to come up with themes. So as you have gone through all of your brainstorm, you're probably going to notice some themes. Like for me, we talk a lot about social media and content. So what I have found, because my content has to do with social media, my themes are often things like Instagram or Facebook or video marketing or showing up better on camera. These are kind of themes that I tend to talk about a lot. If you are in real estate, you might have certain themes that you often talk about, like first-time home buyers or working with investors or working with seniors or working with folks going through a divorce, right? You're going to see kind of some common themes. And what I would encourage you to do is think of 6 to 12 themes. Now, these 6 to 12 themes are a theme that you can have for each month over the course of 12 months. Now, each one of these themes could be a different theme for each month, or you can think of 6 themes and then repeat them. And the beautiful part about that is when you have a theme for each month, then you can revolve a lot of your content around that one theme. So for example, if your theme for one month is first-time homebuyers, you can have your email marketing be around first-time homebuyer tips. You can have your YouTube videos or your reels be around do's and don'ts for first-time homebuyers, or frequently asked questions for first-time homebuyers, or mistakes first-time homebuyers make. Now, it doesn't mean during the month you can't talk about other things, but by having a theme for each and every month, and this is actually something we teach in depth at our Get Social Smart Mastermind that we do each and every year. When you do this on a consistent basis, we've been doing this for years. We have a theme each and every month, and all of our content is really related to that thing. So look at that brainstorm list and then think about, again, I would recommend 6 to 12 themes. If you pick 6 themes and you're going to repeat themes for later in the month, but look at that and then start to map that out. I talked about in one of my last videos how I love a printed planner. And so one of the things I'd recommend is if you've got a planner, if you've got a calendar, you can even use our planner if you'd like. So shameless plug, if you don't have a copy of my planner, you can use that. And then as you look at each month, write out your theme for each month. Okay, the next step, now I want to take that big brainstorm list and start to map that out over your 12-month plan, okay? So if you've come up with a lot of ideas, now you can start to brainstorm what that might look like for each and every month. And you can also look at your frequency. So look at your frequency to see how often do we want to be publishing. I recommend that you start with one piece of content each week. If you're going to publish one piece of content each week, that's basically 50 pieces of content. So as we back that out, we think about, okay, we've got one theme a month. We're going to publish one piece of content a month. That's probably 4 or 5 videos you're going to do each and every month. The beautiful part about that is as you set your frequency, you can always ramp it up as needed. So if things get a little bit slow and it's a little bit quieter, you can now go, you know what? I know I only plan to do 1, but let's ramp this up and do 2 a month. I have a little bit more time. Or maybe I could do a first-time homebuyer workshop that I could host through Zoom or at my local library because I've got a little bit of time to organize that. Or let me do a detailed email newsletter that's going to, reference some of the tips I already shared. So that's the nice thing about looking at your frequency. Set it to something that's realistic, and then you can ramp it up again as needed. My last big tip is if you're going to plan a lot of content and have this content day, take time that day to also get going and record some content. I'm going to challenge you to record a ton of content. Get 6, 12 videos done. Now, these videos don't have to be long. They don't have to be, 10-minute videos, but get them done quick and easy. Again, it's a small thing that makes a big difference. Okay, I would love to hear from you. Do you have any questions about this? Have you done this before? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, if you are looking for additional training, go to katielance.com/academy to check out our Get Social Smart Academy. Hit the subscribe button and the bell button as we have new videos each and every month. All right, we'll see you soon. Bye for now.